Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulldogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first crack at it here. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Quick release by the QB. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hurts. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I'll tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Excellent coverage that time, didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. Still running at the 40. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The RPO, it's complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He's loose. Touchdown, Washington State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Wolf. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Wolf. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give. Makes it past the marker. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State ready to go with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Dropping back, it's Wolf. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. On the move and looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it down the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one away.
Running into the open space.
The returner is tackled down at the 42. And the Washington State offense will take
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Gashing the D on the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, man, that's a touchdown. He's in the end zone. He has got to be able to make that catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Nice move there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Back to pass, it's Wolf. Using the quick game. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got the first himself. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brooks. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air, it's Wolf. A shot toward the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Here we go, sack. 221 wing, 221 wing.
Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Wolf. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks.
Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Fresno State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And it's a foul on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. Maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Mississippi State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
22-1.
Off play action. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. To the air. It's Buck. Pressure coming. pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
To the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before they're...
Looking deep down the right side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.